They call me crazy cause I'm facing all my giants. They try to scare me into thinking I can fight it. They tell me I should never even think of trying.
Ready to
But
rock
that's just
today,
me, I'm
Kurt?
gonna live out in defiance.
Yes, sir. We're gonna rock and roll this thing.
And we are almost. There we go. We are live.
Awesome. All right. First of all, can you hear me okay on my mic and everything else? Does this sound right?
I
Sound
can.
clear to you on your side, sir?
Guys, why
Okay,
don't you say hi in the comments if you're live with us or on the replay. Let us know if you can hear Kurt. I can hear him okay.
Perfect. Yeah, just put in here. I'm always kind of curious how many people actually watch the live or the replay. It's streamed out in a couple of different areas. By the way, if you have any questions or comments along the way, just go ahead and post the comments, whatever platform that you're watching on. And Big Jason, the co-host here, will raise a hand and let me know. So great. All right. So
It'd be
yep, the comments appear right in here. Go ahead.
and it'd be great if they would like, love, and share this video too.
Yes, it's always very much appreciated. Anybody else that would enjoy this content, benefit from this content, your team members, whatever, love to be able to assist. So I have a recent case study for you. This is something that I like to talk about all the time, which is the Bell method. I'm going to show you exactly why it's important that you're going to run this type of methodology in 2023. It's worked in 2020, 2021, 2022, through iOS. So I'm going to show you exactly what this whole thing's all about. And this is a recent case study. So these numbers are up to date as of within the last 30 days. So everything you're going to see here is true and real. I'm going to have screenshots. It's going to take you through the demonstration of this. Now, there are a couple of points that I did black out in here. So you're going to see some examples of some ads, and some of them just look completely black because, truth be told, this client's rather private and really successful. So giving too much away in the ad, well, you definitely know who it is. And these are actually some really great numbers that I want to share with you from an individual who produces some really good content. By the way, it doesn't matter if you're a small business, if you are a solo entrepreneur, if you are getting started, intermediate, genius level in content creation or ads. I'm going to give you some tips along the way. Jason, one of the things I was thinking about is showing the presentation. This essentially is the same presentation that we show clients during the onboarding process. So they're very clear on how we're going to be running their traffic. What I do is I do another call during the onboarding process where I talk about specifically what type of videos that we use inside the agency, meaning I talk to clients about the outline of what your top of funnel video should look like, your middle of funnel content video should look like, what your bottom of funnel content video should look like. So kind of depending on the kind of feedback we get from this presentation here, we may just share that other presentation where, truth be told, unless you become a client of ours, we don't go into this type of information. When I mean client, I mean agency client. That's someone that pays us over $5,000 a month, or equivalently of $65,000 a year, as people stick with us all year long. So if you're interested in kind of knowing the video structure, how we run videos, and how we run Facebook Lives, we've helped people become New York Times bestselling authors because of the Facebook Live strategy that we have that still works gangbusters today, both live and the recorded portion of it. But we can go over that information more tomorrow. And again, this is all this content that we have been producing, that Big Jason has been helping us with, is all to talk about our brand new consolidated program, which essentially is called, what we are calling FYTE Club, FYTE. So that is Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and everything else. So essentially what we've done is we have a lot of different trainings, right? We have the belt method that I'm going to go in here specifically, which is all about ethical propaganda. How do you get in front of people? How do you have more reach for the same amount of ad spend? How do you reach more people essentially for less and convert more? Well, this was a $5,000 3-day event that people would fly down to Austin, Texas. We filmed the entire event, turned it into a training course. It's valued at over $3,000. That's online. Now, a lot of people asked us, well, Kurt, because really the belt method was for intermediate and genius level Facebook ad users. Well, a lot of people want a step-by-step how-to set the entire belt method up. So we've created a process called the fast track. And the fast track for the belt method is a 350-page workbook, 25 videos, a step-by-step checklist that takes you through the entire belt method setup, how to run it, how to read the reports. Well, now that you got the belt method up and running, a lot of people have questions on their numbers. So we created a product called the Advertiser Fix Finder. Essentially, what's going to happen is you're going to look up the type of funnel you have, let's say e-commerce or book a coaching call. You're going to type in numbers, and the Advertiser Fix Finder is going to tell you specifically if you need to work on dropping your CPM cost, if you need to increase your click-through rate on your ads, if you need to take a look at your landing page speed, if you need to improve your offer or have more add to carts, or how do you improve those numbers? We show you exactly what levers to pull. So when you're running your ads, do I have to fix my ads? Do I have to fix my funnel? Is a part of my tech? We show you how to do that here. Well, one of the things, the reason we made the Fix Finder tool is because, well, the price of Facebook ads have skyrocketed over the last couple of years. And sometimes we have to type in the numbers just to show people that Facebook, unfortunately, may be too expensive to advertise your brand, your sales, and your services. So, as another alternative, you may consider YouTube. Now, YouTube may be a little bit more expensive than Facebook, but we're qualified. And the reason is because, well, when you're watching YouTube videos, you're typically learning something, and there is entertainment in there as well, too. But you start diving down this rabbit hole of curiosity with YouTube to trip upon the right ad at the right time. And Google has a ton of information on all of us through Gmail and Google Maps. And when we're using Google, oh my goodness. But inside of the YouTube training, here's what's more important than anything else. Specifically, Tom Breeze is going to talk about content, how to create winning ads and content. As you already may know, on Facebook and over on YouTube, they're removing targeting. They're removing specific interest over at Facebook. They're removing from YouTube the ability to target keywords, the ability to target other videos, to target other ad channels. And on top of that, they're even removing their similar audiences, which kind of like lookalike audiences over on Facebook. So what do? You improve your creative. So if you are absolutely always improving your creative, well, Facebook and Google are going to find the right person at the right time. So creative is really important. You're going to learn a ton of that here in the YouTube training. By the way, if you're running traffic, right, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube or on TikTok or wherever, you're probably also collecting leads. Or if you're e-commerce, you absolutely should be collecting leads as well, too. Well, what we've also done, too, is we've made an email profit centers fast track course that we teamed up with an email expert, Telman Knudsen, that takes you step by step through everything that you need to know about once you have your email set up, what type of emails you should send, how often do you send. We also have templates. We build a traffic plan for you. So if you're collecting leads, unequivocally, this training can help you as well. What we've done is we've combined all these trainings in one training center. And we're calling it FYTE Club. Again, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and everything else. The reason being is we're putting all these trainings into one membership site. And we're going to support you 4 days a week live in our Facebook group. So essentially, if you have questions on Facebook ads, YouTube ads, TikTok ads, direct mail, you want to talk about TV commercials, which sometimes can be a tenth of the price of Facebook ads right now, you can join us inside of FYTE Club. So you can see the link right here. It's the belt.live/FYTE Club ads. That is the belt.live/FYTE Club ads. And, well, you can see all the content there. You can get our support. So for the presentation that I showed you today, if you resonate with this presentation, if you are like, hey, I want to do something like this, well, for a limited time, actually until Thursday at midnight Central Standard Time, we're going to make you a special offer. You're going to save over $100 a month if you join us right now during the special time that we have this open. You'll see the link that Big Jason just put here in the comments if you're watching live as well, too. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments either on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're seeing this. But make sure you join us by Thursday at midnight, the belt.live/FYTE Club ads. Okay, I want to jump into my presentation. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. I want to run through this presentation. So again, this is an up-to-date presentation for 2022. This is going to run into 2023. Absolutely, unequivocally still relevant. And again, remember, there are going to be some things that I had to black out in here just because I can't show the perfect client. Well, I'm going to show perfect client examples, but I can't show you on who that specific client is for. Well, I mean, some privacy reasons, we got to keep this we got to keep, oops, hang on one second. We got to keep this easy that everyone understand. There we go. This is going to share my screen in a second.
We're actually live on the Twitter as well.
The Twitter on your Twitter profile or my Twitter profile, or just the Twitter?
Yours.
I didn't even know you could go live with video on Twitter.
Yep.
Woo! Can't wait till Elon Musk is going to watch this. It's going to be great. Okay, so Big Jason, just to let you know, I'm in presentation mode, so I can't see any of your comments or anything else. So just interrupt me at any given time. I just see the presenter mode.
Will do.
Okay. Let's go ahead and ready to dive in for more sales online. Let's get some more leads and sales for online ads in 2023. So here's what most people expect from digital marketing, right? Hey, I'm going to run a Facebook ad. Woo, I'm going to get a customer. And that used to kind of sort of be true. But at the end of the day, the reality of marketing really is this, right? It's building relationships. And that's what we've been doing with you all week long. Been running a bunch of free content, doing a bunch of these lives. Big Jason has helped put a lot of this together to build a relationship with you. And well, quite honestly, this is something that iOS can't break. If we build a really good relationship with you, well, then iOS is going to have a small little tracking problem, but we can overcome that as well. The problem is a lot of people got really lucky because Facebook had some amazing targeting, and you could do a lot of really direct response, and you didn't have to be that good at copy. You didn't have to be that good at conversions. The problem is Facebook is looking for relevant content, but they're also looking for that in their ads. So if you're constantly running ads to people and they're not buying or they're not opting in, essentially what ends up happening is well, the algorithm gets thrown off because it's looking for relevant stuff. This is where a lot of ad account closures happen. This is where people say that Facebook just doesn't work for them at all anymore. So I constantly tell people this slide right here. New tech is going to, plus old thinking, is going to give you random outcomes. Go ahead, Jason. We're going to mention something?
Nothing. I was looking away and I turned back and I saw the error screen. I was like, wait, something's happened.
No error over here. A lot of people are running into errors. See, the problem is once iOS happens. So iOS happens, everyone starts to freak out, right? They're like, we messed up the tracking. Facebook took away all these interests. I can't tell you how many people call me on a regular basis and say, Curt, ever since iOS, blah, 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 it has ruined my business. And I'm like, well, the reason is because a lot of people really got lucky during that time. And the strategy I'm going to show you unequivocally still works. I mean, back in 2019, I won this belt that a lot of people know about. Todd Brown awarded me this belt. It was in front of 35 other media buyers for a plan that is duplicatable, that's proven, that works. Well, I have this all documented because we have an ad agency, and of course we have our training programs as well too. I mean, the American Marketing Association awarded us over 14 awards in just the last couple of years. We got a bunch of applying that we'll be doing in 2023 as well too, because these are actual case studies that work, not just an award you got because I spent a bunch of money or supposedly made a bunch of money on just one site. These are strategies that have worked for clients. We've done a lot of things inside our advertising agency. This is a picture of my brother right here. My brother's had an ad agency for over 20 years. Now, this is a traditional ad agency. TV, radio, billboards, magazines, live events, and more. And he still does a lot of digital stuff. But what we've done really over the last 5 or 6 years is we've taken a traditional marketing approach to digital marketing. That's pretty much it. Now, there used to be the complicated way that I explained this, but instead, once I won that belt and that award, we created a super easy acronym on how we build a relationship with people. And it's so easy. You're going to be able to remember this. It's literally just 4 letters, and it's going to walk you through the critical steps at the beginning of the strategy. Now, what's important is when you run the belt method strategy, you're basically going to get Facebook to do all the targeting for you, right? They're actually going to do all the heavy lifting for you because we're going to be laser targeted on the people that we want to reach. A lot of people are going to see our ads and literally say, oh my goodness, it's like I was just thinking about this and it popped up in my news feed. So here's a really easy acronym to remember. Belief. We want to align our belief system with people. That's our very first step. Now, when people first meet us, will they become leads and buy? Some people will, but a really small percentage. So we want to build the belief system that we are aligned together. The next thing is just like building a regular relationship. Once we first connect, we want to engage over and over. We want to offer value, like what we're doing right now. You may have seen some of our videos a week ago or 6 months ago where you started to build a little bit of belief with us, but didn't know if you wanted to do business with us yet. So that's why we're engaging with you right now and building that relationship. When you're ready, you become a lead on your own when it's right for you and you see the right opt-in for you. Maybe this live event wasn't the right time for you, but maybe we do a recorded webinar where you can see the replay, and maybe that's a better time for you to become a lead. Again, there's all different ways, of course, that people can become leads at any time of the funnel. Cold market, warm market, hot market, show you that in a minute. And then, of course, transact. At the end of the day, once we align our belief systems, we engage, we collect some leads. Now we're going to be following up through email like you've seen us do with Big Jason. And then it comes time, of course, to when you're ready to do business. Now, this is a document that I stole/borrowed from Todd Brown, the person who awarded me the belt. His E5 program's amazing if you're looking how to create that big idea and really learn how to market. Well, essentially what he did is he drew out the Eugene Schwartz triangle. Eugene Schwartz wrote the book Breakthrough Advertising that every advertiser should read out there. But essentially, here's kind of the hierarchy of a buyer's needs, right? What we have right here is the most aware people in the market. Now, the most aware people are who are ready to buy your product and service right now. The problem is everybody who's advertising online in your niche is advertising to these people. So for a perfect example, it's like realtors. A lot of times what realtors will do is realtors will market just one house because they want to sell this house. This is at the top of mind. They just want to sell this one house. And lots of other people are trying to sell houses as well. The really good realtors, what they're doing is they're putting their names all over billboards and bus stops and stuff like that. And for a lower amount of money, they're actually building their brand, and they're starting to build brand awareness around those unaware people. We're going to be able to do that exact same thing on social media, where we literally start targeting the right person at the right time with the right piece of content. They start following our content. They get to know our brand. So when they become to that solution aware, that product aware, they're like, oh, I didn't even know you, for example, offered this product or service. This is something I've been looking for a while. We're going to beat out all the competition. Literally, we're going to do this for pennies while everyone else is arguing for the scraps of the most aware people right away. So let me show you this belt method strategy. Let's take a deeper look. Let's talk about the belief. So what our goal is to align our belief systems with the prospect. Okay. I want to make sure that when I'm meeting somebody in a cold market, that we are starting to get them to shake their head, nod their head. They start to see content that if they're watching the content long enough, we're going to be able to pre-qualify the person. So there's two things I'm looking to do in a cold market. Number one, am I targeting the right person? Well, we're going to talk more about targeting later in the presentation. But number two, if someone watches half of this content, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, does it pre-qualify the prospect? Now, the examples I'm going to show you is actually someone in the fitness niche. Now, the person that I placed in these images is not the image of our client. It is to cover up the image and protect the identity of our client. But what this client essentially does here, you're going to see right here is like a question I get lots of is which sweetener is okay to have? Right? Is it sugar? Is it stevia? What is it? I got to move my head for a second. Okay. Did you see the average person consumes 19 tablespoons of sugar a day? So this is an interesting statement that we're starting to align our belief system. Now, these videos are anywhere between 2 to 5 minutes long, and we're going to run them in very specific placements, because if you run all placements with video views, unfortunately, Facebook will run your videos where people are going to watch 15 seconds for it. It's going to cut out, and that's it. See, what we're looking to do is to pre-qualify people. If someone watches like the stop snacking video, the 19 tablespoons of sugar video, or sweetener video, if someone watches that video, 50%, half of that video, they've essentially pre-qualified for our product and services, right? So for example, is someone who's not interested in dieting is not going to watch 2 minutes of a 4-minute video. Well, it cost us pennies for someone to watch the entire video. Right here, it's 32 cents. Now, this is something that has literally been working since 2020. We have been running webinars, entire webinars. This is almost 70 minutes long. You can see right here where people watch the entire webinar on Facebook for $1.77. So I like to look at it. If I'm going to go give a presentation in a ballroom at a hotel, there are 493 people in the room. How much would I pay for each person to stand there and listen to my whole presentation? Would I pay $1.77 to have an individual stand there and watch all 70 minutes? Yes. We even align belief statements with this. This has been working again since 2020. This is a 32-minute video that is core content of one of our main webinars. We can get people to watch the entire thing for 45 cents. 45 cents. That's a fraction of the cost to even get people back over to the website. So for this client, for example, this is really important. When you post content or when you post an ad on Facebook, Depending on the objective that you select, video views, engagement, leads, ads, there's a cost for you just to put the ad up, right? So for example, when we are running videos and we're getting people to watch videos, just to place the advertisement, we're going to go into numbers here for just a couple of minutes, but I'm going to compare numbers and make this easy. It's going to cost us $12.60 to reach 1,000 people if we're looking for video views. Okay. So for us to put the ad in the ground, the for sale sign, our advertisement, it's going to cost us $12.60 to reach 1,000 people. Well, I am going to attract some leads in the cold market. I mean, I want to attract leads in the cold market. So what I'm going to do is we're going to run content specifically to some of these pain points, again, in the unaware stage. So simplify your morning routine, crash cravings, look and feel better, and get all the other benefits of a loaded smoothie. We're giving away a smoothie guide right here that works really well. Thinking about healthy treats, you probably don't imagine delicious things like cookie bites, brownies, freezers. Again, this is going to be a recipe list. So it's a free sweet treat guide. So what we're doing here is we're collecting leads, right? Or here's another part of the health journey. Our goal here is to collect leads from the cold market. Now, just to place the ad to collect leads, it's $32.04. So if we compare this, video views is going to cost us $12.60 to reach 1,000 people. To reach those same people, it's double the cost just to get leads, double the cost. So I want you to check this out right here. Okay. So right here is, well, these are actually some really, really great numbers. In a cold market, if 30% or people become a lead, that is really good. If 30% of people opt in or more, this client has really good content. All right. And these numbers are really great. 62, because we have fine-tuned this offer, 62% of people in a cold market who first see their lead opt in actually opt in. I want you to look at another number. Over 38% of cold traffic doesn't opt in at first. So if we're targeting the right person, if we're using the right type of content, but that opt-in just wasn't right for them, most people are losing 70 to 80% of their opt-ins. They're just leaving the site because it's not right for them. Okay, I'm going to address that in just a second. It's a lot of leftover ad spend, people who don't opt in right away. Now, we also want to attract sales in a cold market. So we've come up with the best offer that we can, and this is going to be on specific ingredients for people to basically help make shakes in this industry. And the products are really good. But when we are running ads specifically for people to buy, for people to purchase, it's $48.71. So let me show you on these comparisons. So to reach 1,000 people with video views, it is $12.60. We can pre-qualify people with videos. If we want to collect leads from that people, it's double from those people. It's double the price at $32. It's almost 4x if we want to run and we want to get sales. So many people come to me and they say, Curt, all I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to sell this supplement. We're trying to sell this widget. And it becomes so expensive and they're missing all these other people that they could reach with both videos and leads, for example. Now, here's another example right here is we're running, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze here for a second. I get a drink of water here. We're also, when we're running purchases, now you're going to see me just look around, Jason, for a second. Okay. When we are running purchases, one of the things that we get in top of funnel, again, this client's really good at this. We essentially, what ends up happening is 36% of people who see this initial offer buy. Again, the client's really great at converting on their sales funnel. 36% of people in a cold market end up buying. So basically it costs us $49 to bring in about $112. So that's, we put in $1, make $2.27. So in a cold market, we're running video views. We're acquiring leads. These are all different objectives when people are ready. And top of funnel with a good offer, we're putting in $1, making $2.27 to finance everything else. But I want you to keep this in mind as well too. 63% of cold traffic doesn't buy. Typically, less than 10% of people will buy from you the very first time they see your site. Truth be told, many times it's less than 5% of people will actually buy from you the first time they see your content. That means 95% of the people that you're targeting, traffic's going where? Most people just retarget and say, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. But if they're only advertising for sales, it gets extremely expensive. You're going to see that more and more as I go through the presentation. All right. So now what's going to happen is let's just say that someone did not become a lead, someone did not buy, but they did see our pre-qualifying content. Now, what our goal is to engage with you, like we're doing with this presentation right now. We're actually going to nurture the relationship with prospects that have come to this stage of the customer journey to continue educating them on the problem and the solution with the ultimate goal of establishing trust. Again, this is what we're doing right here. Essentially, what ends up happening is once you get into what we like to call our retargeting pool, what we do is instead of just saying, hey, you didn't opt in, opt in. Hey, you didn't opt in, opt in. Or instead of, hey, you didn't buy this, buy this, buy this. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a retargeting audience for 28 days. We call this the Hot 28. Now, the Hot 28 specifically is we're going to set up retargeting. If anybody watches any of our video views for 28 days, or if anybody watches a video view, a clock's going to reset to retarget them for 28 days. Now, 4 days later, if they go ahead and click on an ad, that clock's going to reset to another 28 days. If they then click and go to a website, that clock's going to reset for another 28 days. There's over 30 different ways to retarget people on Facebook. We're going to combine all these different ways to retarget people. By the way, this can work on any other ad network as well, too. And what we're literally going to do is we're going to create this hot retargeting audience that anytime someone takes action, that clock keeps on moving. So if anybody decides not to watch the video, not click on an ad, not read a blog post, well, on the 29th day, they would disappear out of our retargeting. But see, here's what's going to happen. We're going to load a bunch of content to establish trust and engagement, just like we're doing with you right here. Essentially, what's going to do is we're going to have a whole bunch of content that's going to sound really interesting. We're going to have a bunch of content. So literally anytime someone opens up Facebook, it's like they're reading their own personalized newspaper. They're going to see the right piece of content at the right time. Now, Dennis Yu taught me this strategy, and I always give credit for this. This is the $1 a day strategy. What we're going to do is we're going to take a bunch of content. This is user-generated content that is testimonials. I can go over so many examples here. Box openings, product demonstrations. We're going to take that for just $1 a day. We're going to promote these posts in the middle of this Hot 28. And this dollar literally is going to find the right person at the exact right time. So as soon as they log into Facebook, they might see a content piece, a blog piece. They may see something about a podcast. They may see user-generated content. Facebook's going to know exactly what to show the right person at the right time. And we're going to let Facebook determine who that perfect, what the perfect piece of content is for that perfect prospect. Essentially, it's kind of like Inception and what we like to call ethical propaganda and branding. Because what's going to happen from a cold market, people are going to see this highly relevant content to them. They're going to start shaking their head saying, oh, this is interesting. I didn't realize how much sugar that I was eating on a regular basis. They just watched just half of that video. It cost us 20 or 30 cents. Now, the sudden what's going to happen is they're going to start seeing all this other content. Now, again, this could be testimonials. I'm going to show you some examples of that in just a moment. This could be people opening product demonstrations. This could be facts. Did you know videos? Again, what we're doing is we're looking to establish rapport with people. And look at this. What ends up happening is this. We got over 58,000 views on our video at less than 2 cents. Literally pennies to follow up with people and engage with this type of content. Now, look at this. When we're advertising good content to people in that Hot 28, that middle of funnel audience, look at this. It's $10.71 to serve 1,000 people. It's cheaper. So in a cold market, look at this. In a cold market, I said it's $12.60 to serve up these video view ads. In the warm market, it's $10.71. That's a 15% decrease in cost just because we're warming up the audience. Well, we can warm up the audience with video views, but keep in mind, we're targeting people based off modality. Some people are ready to buy right away. That's a purchase conversion optimization. Some people are interested in reading blogs. That is a landing page visit optimization. Some people are tire kickers and they just want to go to add to cart. That's an add to cart objective. So we are running video views to get people to watch videos. That doesn't mean that they're going to watch video one and buy tomorrow, but this does mean that these people are going to watch videos over and over. One of the other ways that we like to do, or one of the other things we like to do, is bring in traffic with blog posts. Now, this is a crazy stat right here, but we started advertising this blog post for $1 a day, and it quickly became really, really popular. So we started advertising it for $3 a day, $5 a day, and I don't know why it is, but once we advertise for $1 a day, it's like Facebook finds that right person at the right time, and we keep on adding to the budget, and Facebook just keeps on finding those right people. If we started at $20 a day, I don't know why it wouldn't work, but so many people visited this blog post, we started to take a look, okay, what's the cost just to place the ad for the blog post. Well, it's $11.48. It's pretty comparable to video views. Excuse me, now I get all excited. It's comparable to video views. So now we have people watching videos. Now we also have people reading blogs to get to know your brand. Again, this is the same strategy that's been working since 2020. I run a lot of testimonial videos in our ads. A lot of our testimonial videos don't even have links. It's just testimonials of people talking about us and the process. And so many people watch this content for 6 cents. They'll watch an entire testimonial video for 6 cents. So I run old webinars. I run content like this. I run content in the middle of that Hot 28 funnel. So people are watching all these different types of testimonials. They're watching these different types of video views. And look, I can get people to watch entire webinars for 29 cents in this Hot 28 middle of funnel audience. So Reels are becoming super important these days. So are stories, this short content video. If you can pay Facebook just $1 a day for all these different pieces of content to find people at the right time, it makes selling so easy. So when it's time for someone to become a lead, well, it's quite easy to do so, because if they didn't become a lead from the very first time they met us, maybe they just watched a video or they just read a blog post, and we've been engaging with them. The best audience that we can start testing out our new ideas and our new lead magnets and our new offers is inside this Hot 28 audience. So inside this digital newspaper that everyone knows, likes, and trusts us, we're going to start testing our offers. And by the way, yeah, iOS doesn't make tracking perfect, but when we are retargeting video views, website visitors, we're retargeting engagement, people who click on ads, people who comment. Now we're able to retarget people in lots of different ways and not just retargeting people from the website. So iOS doesn't make a huge impact for us as we're doing all this different retargeting. So what we like to do is when we're building the lead for the customer journey is we are going to target this middle of funnel. We are going to exclude sales and leads and only target this Hot 28 where it's all this different type of content. So here's what's going to happen. We are going to test out our offers in this middle of funnel. So for only a couple $100, we're going to test for our warmest audience. What we see so many people do that it's a mistake is they advertise these products and services top of funnel to a cold market, and they're going to test their hook. They're going to test their funnel. They're going to test their headline. They're going to test their ad. Oh, they got to test their audience. They're testing so much, they're just burning money. So what we do is we create a Hot 28 audience, and people who are highly interested in the brand, we call a Hot 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to start advertising in the middle of funnel. It's cost us about $46 to reach 1,000 people. So let's take a look at these costs in the middle of funnel, right? Video views are $10, a fourth of the price to go out and get leads. Blogs are $12, and 4 times the price. That's what it is to go get leads. So as I'm warming up my market with video views and blogs, I know it's costing me a lot more to get leads, but I'm going to be able to fine tune my offers and funnels in this middle of funnel. So here's what's going to happen. Like with this client, we got a 70% opt-in once we started warming people up. 70%. Now, keep in mind, I don't care if someone becomes a lead right away or if they watch more and more videos, because what I'm going to do is I am going to test any of my new ideas inside of the safe zone, inside of this middle of funnel. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a little amount of money. Here I spent $800, but I'm going to spend a little bit of money. I'm going to start getting some proven leads, and I'm going to get it for a price that I'm looking for. For me, in this case, it's under $15. This is $11. I'm going to safely test in this middle of funnel. And once I know that something works, then I'm going to move it to a cold market. So I only have to test audiences. I no longer have to test my offer, my hooks, my colors, none of that. I just test audiences and I stop burning money. Speaking of burning money, when do we start making our money? Well, it's the transaction. If people don't buy right away in the top of funnel and they haven't become a lead in the middle of funnel, here's what we're going to do for the T in the belt of transact. This is at the stage where we're serving up strong calls to action, special offers like we're doing right now for the FYTE Club. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to retarget really close to the sale. So anytime that someone will click on a sales page, for example, they are raising their hand and they're saying, I am absolutely ready for this offer. As soon as they click on an ad that's something to sell or something to opt in, for the next 7 days, they're going to see regular content in the Hot 28, but they're also going to see very specific content of what they clicked on, and they're going to see testimonials where people are talking about the specific product that they clicked on. They're going to see ads like this. This is our most popular ad that convert like crazy. It shows the product where the dark circle is. And essentially what ends up happening is this. So when someone raises their hand now, bottom of funnel, look at this. We're going to go ahead and the average purchase value is $113. It costs us $31 to make a purchase. So when people raise their hand for specific offers, once we warm them up, we put in $1 and essentially make $3.67. So look at this. In the cold market or in the warm market, it is $29.58 to advertise these purchase conversions in the warm market. In the cold market, it's $48. So it's cheaper to warm up the audience all around. So here's the tough decisions that people really have to make as I come down this out. Then I'll take some questions. Basically, here's what it is. How to move forward with the budget that works for you. So there's 3 different buckets in advertising, and there's no judgment here, but you're probably going to fall in bucket number 2. Now, bucket number 1, that is you're going to put in $1 and make $4 today. That is going to be a heavy product push. You're going to put in $1 to get every 2 to 3 a day. Now, that's going to require really good copy. Okay, it's going to require a couple of things, and everyone wants to put in $1 to make 4, but there's some problems there that I'm going to show you here in just a minute. Most people are right here. What we want to do is put in $1 and within 30 days, make that $1 back. So our marketing becomes free. We get leads, we get new buyers, we continue to market to those leads and buyers. That's really where we're going to make our money. This way we can get lead generation because as you saw, lead generation is going to cost us less than running purchase ads. So we want to be able to do both, right? And we want to be able to, of course, entertain people and educate people. What most people are not in this bucket, this is really where private equity comes in, private money. This is kind of like the whole Amazon. We're going to put in $1 a day, but we know our offer is so good, we don't need to get paid back for 6 months. And what ends up happening is literally people run out of loss for 6 months, just draining money because they're buying more market share than anything else. This means you have a proven product, and this is going to increase lead gen. You're going to get a ton of leads. You're going to bring a lot of awareness in, but again, much more expensive model. So let's look at these models in a little bit different way. With this Eugene Schwartz triangle, we talked about kind of the buyer's awareness, right? So if we want to put in $1 and make 4, we're going to go directly right after people who are ready to convert. The problem is well, it's basically this. There's only so much money. They're only going to be able to scale so much. The more that you scale, the less margin that you have overall, but you're trying to grab some more market share, right? So we do have clients that say, hey, Curt, we just want you to figure this out, put in $1, make 4. And I say, okay, now, do you want us to spend $5,000 a day? We're going to bring in a bunch of different customers. Or we may, if this is the margins, we may only be able to spend $200 or $300 a day if those are the kind of margins that you're looking for, kind of depending on the product niche. What I suggest that most people should really look at is this right here. Grab more market share. Start marketing for that solution aware right now. And you can do that through video views, right? And what you can actually do is you can actually make a lot more money if you put in $1, make $1 back, same over 30 days. Essentially, there's a much bigger bucket of opportunity for you. And you can really influence a lot more people too. This is really building a great business. If you learn how to take cold traffic and break even make a little bit of money and scale that, oh my goodness, once you have great customer service or as you have good customer service and good follow-up, literally the world is your oyster. So a lot of people try to be greedy, put in $1 and make 4, but they just don't have the growth potential that you can see on their screen right now. Now, again, if we want to buy all the market share, then this is where some high-ticket coaching comes in, higher price products, where you are literally just advertising radio, TV. You are increasing awareness. And by the way, radio and TV can actually be a lot cheaper than Facebook, but this can require a lot more money to make this work. And again, it's kind of like the Amazon model, meaning they're going to lose a ton of money for a long time before they start actually making some money. So this is the exact presentation that we show all new agency clients. We show them the case study and how we're going to be running their traffic. This is exactly what you're going to be learning inside of the belt method. So what I just showed you right here specifically is the belt method on Facebook. You can run the same thing over on YouTube, on TikTok, same type of methodology. So you have access to the Belt Method Premium that shows you how this entire thing works, how ethical propaganda works. You also would have access to the Belt Method Fast Track, shows you how to set all of this up step by step, how to, examples, workbook, video, checklist. And then you also know how to create the creatives over on YouTube with the YouTube training, the email training as well, all inside of one training site. And the best thing is 4 days a week. We're answering your questions live inside the Facebook group. I'm in the Facebook group every day answering questions, but live, you can look over our shoulder, what we've been running. I can look over your shoulder. We can answer any of your other questions. But if you like this presentation right here, train your staff, get trained up on this model, or our agency can fulfill it for you. Big Jason, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen over on this side so I can see any other questions. Again, if there's anything that we can do to help for a limited amount of time until now, until Thursday at midnight, for an all-time low price. The price is going to go up about $100 a month coming the first of the year, and the price actually is going to double for the retail price. But if you are looking to get inside of FYTE Club and join us with all the trainings that you see here, and join us inside 4 days a week live support, you can just go ahead and the link that you see here on your screen, it'll pop up here in just a second. It's also added in the comments. It's the belt.live forward FYTE Club ads. You join FYTE Club right here, which is the belt.live /FYTE Club ads. Again, this is the special is going to go until Thursday at midnight. So, Big Jason, happy to answer any questions that anybody has, any comments that you may have. This is all updated information. I want to make sure that you are all seeing. It's important you see stuff that's working right now.
Somebody asked this via email.
Yeah,
can someone on my
Can someone
team join the
calls?
support calls and get access to the training area? Because I'm assuming
Abs-
this person is very busy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, truth be told, the fast track training, anytime that we hire someone new inside of our agency, that's the exact training that we give them. So what we are planning on doing in 2023 is to create seat licenses so people can buy 5, 10, 15 seat licenses at a time. Right now, until 2023, we're just going to include it all into one kind of big license for you, your contractors, your agency that's running any of your stuff, your friends, sisters, uncles, kid who may be helping you out with your website, wants to learn some Facebook ads. All you have to do is write into support, let us know the name and the email address, and we'll go ahead and set you up with those. But yes, send this to your staff if you're not doing it on your own. The other thing is I like to suggest it's a really quick read too. I know we say a 350-page workbook for the Belt Method Fast Track. You can literally take that workbook and get a pretty good idea of what to inspect anytime that someone's running your ads. I think a lot of times what happens is people hire an ad agency or hire a guru to help them out. And the problem is they don't know how to evaluate, did this work, did it not, besides just the bottom line. I mean, sometimes you're not converting in sales and leads right away, but you're slowly working your way there. It's kind of like that story, 3 feet from gold. So many times I see entrepreneurs building a funnel or losing weight. They start building a funnel, they start emailing, they start collecting email leads, and then they just kind of shut everything down. And they don't realize they're just a couple of sentences of really good copy or a really good offer of way of absolutely just growing their business in a really dramatic fashion. So one of the things I encourage you to do, if you are interested in learning more about the Belt Method, how to ethically run great propaganda over on Facebook and other ad networks, you can join us here. Again, it's the belt.live /FYTE Club ads. Join us before Thursday at midnight. And Big Jason, that's all the content that I have for today. Again, we may show my video content for maybe another session. We'll see how the feedback comes on in from this video and the others. But maybe tomorrow what we do as we close this out for Thursday, maybe we share some of the client insights that I give for our $65,000 a year clients on how to create videos and Facebook Lives that turn into amazing sales producing machines.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. Same time, same channel.
Sounds amazing to me. Again, appreciate everybody else watching this or watching the replay. Again, this special is going to run until Thursday at midnight. This is this Thursday midnight Central Standard Time. So that today, this is Tuesday. You got 48 hours, you got less than 48 hours left. Again, go to the belt.live /FYTE Club ads. And this all starts next week. Can't wait to see you on the other side. Again, Big Jason, thanks again for all your help. Can't wait to see you on the other side.
See you,
all
everybody.
right. Thanks, everybody. Take care.